That's funny.
Air final, 4-wheel drive, leg 1.
Okay, we're off. Already some movement up the back. Some people tucking up on the inside and all sorts going on at the back, but regulation order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and James Halliwell making the move from 7th into 6th. So here comes the 2 leaders. They will be contesting this to the end, no doubt. Lee Martin, Neil Cragg. Then we've got Collinson. Then we've got Simon staying with them. Some of you might recall some super racing here before. Craig winning his first national here, if I'm not mistaken. But at the moment, these 2 guys, friends off the track, enemies on, if you want to call it that. Both want to win so badly. Look at them. Look. They're trying to break Craig, and Craig trying to break Simon. Simon and Tom together. Then we've got James. Then we've got Danny McGee. Good start from 10th. And car rate's not sounding that healthy. So still Lee Martin, the Yokomo man from Neil Cragg driving the associated car. Then the Team C car of Craig Collinson, another Yokomo driver, Simon Moss sitting in 4th. And if you want to call a metre of 2 gap, it looks as if Lee's trying to make his move as these tyres bed in and the cars become a little easier to drive, if there is such a thing. And as I say that, you can see that Neil is just pulled right up to the back of Lee Martin's car, as if to say, what are you talking about, Estonia? So what a great race we have again. Oh, Lee got it slightly wrong, a little love tap from Neil, non-intentional, of course, we know that. A little whisper of a noise from Neil's car. Not sure what that is. Lot of sound on the track, so it could be absolutely anything. Doesn't seem to be affecting the way he's driving though, that's for sure. Oh, he sort of looked on the inside and decided better of it. Oh dear, that's cost him 2 places, and now it's a different ball game because there's a little hard battle going on. Neil's thrown it off, he drops down another space. So, length of the straight and a load more lead for Lee Martin, and he ain't going to give it up easily from here, that's for sure. So, Craig Collinson, Tom Cockrell from 5th to 3rd, Simon Moss still sitting in 4th, Neil Cragg hustling it on now, but it ain't going to happen for the lead, not by the looks of it. Not unless some sort of mechanical error here. Driver error is going to be very rare from Lee Martin. Here it comes, completing another lap. Last time round, bang goes in a 23-second lap. In fact, Lee Martin's done a 23.3 even from the front. So, here comes the Yokomo man. LMR Racing, as if you guys didn't know. Collinson, Cockrell, Moss, Cragg, Halliwell. And as you can see, Neil got past Simon, hunting down Tom Cockrell. Hot laps after hot laps, 23.3 from Neil Cragg, trying to get back into contention. Lee Martin with 30 seconds crosses the line. Here comes Craig Collinson. Tom Cockrell line in third. Neil Craig pushing hard, trying to get onto the top three positions. All into the 23s last time round. The top four. Someone's over. Who's that? Good Marcelin Ellis. So, our leaders through. Is anybody else going to finish?
5 finished, 2 finished.
Well, luckily you guys are finished there, so
Finished.
it's only Lee Martin on his victory lap. Time could be a factor. Here he comes.
Finished.
So Lee Martin takes leg one.
A final four-wheel drive leg 2.
And away we go. So, first 5, well, I was going to say first 5 until someone tucked up on the inside of Tom, but Tom weren't going to let that happen for long. He took it straight back. A couple of people crashed further back. Procession order at the front, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Only the length of the straight between the top 5 cars. Lee Martin out of front, Neil Craig in pursuit, as is Craig Collington and Simon Moss. Then we've got Tom Cockrell, and then it looks like the Crompton machine, then none. So here they come down the straight. So they all know what it all means. Lee Martin wins this one. It's a 1-3-1 point score. That can't be beat in any which way or form. And Neil Craig knows that, and you can see him now hustling on the back of Lee Martin. Here they come round the sweep. Oh, God, I thought he was going to go round the outside for a moment. But still, Martin, Craig, Collinson, Moss, Cockers, Crompton. Wow, great racing. The creme de la creme. And while I just looked away, Neil Craig is through. So, Neil to the point now. Lee Martin looking one way and the other. What a race we got now. Look, the top 4 you can, well, top 5 you could argue 6. You could put a blanket over them nearly. So here they come. Yeah, it's a big blanket.
2, 1, 3, 4.
Still Neil Craig, Lee Martin, Craig is under pressure from Simon Moss. Simon Moss hugging those corners beautifully. A little bit difficult from here because I can't see what goes on after they jump, so you must excuse me if I miss an overtaking manoeuvre up there. I'm standing, but I'm very short. So, is Neil trying to break away here? This is the question. Now bearing in mind that on TQ pace they were both on a 13th split. They were split by less than half a second. So very similar pace. Here comes Neil. Which car's going to be better at the latter part? Do not rule out Craig Collinson here. Craig Collinson is in it to win it. Wow. What can you say? Lee Martin to the point, coming down the straightaway. So, Simon Moss still hanging in there, 4, Tom Cockrell 5, Paul Compton still 6. Excellent. Yeah, from 9th, yes, well spotted. So we pick up the leaders, just coming onto the straightaway now. 1:25 remaining. It's now Lee Martin trying to stretch his leg and just basically hang in there and take the win. So Lee Martin. Those cars enough jump sideways, don't they, on those doubles? So Lee Martin on the straight, as is Neil Craig and as is Craig Collinson. It just looks as if the gap has grown somehow. Lee's got into this lovely rhythm. And Cronton makes a move on Coppers. Lovely move by the X-Ray driver. So, looking at the clock now as they approach the straightaway. 35 seconds to go. It's going to be this one plus one more, but maybe another after that. I'm not too sure. Might get through for another lap. So here comes Lee. I've got a feeling Lee's definitely going to make it. It's a question whether Neil Cragg and Craig Collington are going to make it. We're looking at the clock. It's possible. Let's have a look. It's not over yet. So Lee's through. Neil's through. And it looks like Craig is through as well. Yeah, Paul Compton's done. So here we go. Is it going to be a TQ and win? Neil Cragg is absolutely throwing it at it. He knows what it means. Here we go. Here comes Lee. Today's winner. TQ and win for Lee Martin. Good job, guys. Super drive.
Yeah, final leg 3, 4-wheel drive.
So away we go. Pole man gets away clean, whereas most, I don't know what's going on at the back. There was lap motion going on at the back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all doing really well. Procession order. Martin, Cragg, Craig, I can see, Moss, and Tom. In hot pursuit, looks like Halliwell's car hunting down Coppers. Not too much to report right now, but they're all settling. So here comes Lee Martin trying to make it 3 out of 3. Who's that? Yep. So Lee Martin beginning to stretch his legs a little here. Neil Cragg already scoring a 2. A 2 and a 2 will give him second as it stands. 23.09 from our leader, but I don't see him out in front. It's Neil Cragg. Neil Cragg catches it, and now Neil Cragg still in that prime position for second place, but it is really a battle between these two guys down the straightaway now. It's Neil and Craig, because Craig's already scoring a 2, and just been told that Is it really? Oh, awesome. Rebecca's just got her nose in front of Simon. Super stuff. Here comes Neil, here comes Craig, and here comes Tom. So just trying to do a little mathematics for you, and Neil wins this, he puts himself second. Craig wins it, he puts himself second. And if they stay like that, that will be the podium, of course. So here comes Neil. He's done a couple of good laps, significantly at 22.76. So 22.76. Craig Collinson last time round made up 2/10. So still Craggy from Collinson, Crockers, Moss, Crompton, Yardy. And 1 minute 15 remaining. Careful on the straight, guys. Still careful on the straight. Yeah, it's clear. Well done, Ellis. Oh! Collinson got it slightly wrong, and it's now given a lot of breathing space for Neil. Neil absolutely flying here. 22s, 23s, and even can afford the odd Stoker lap in there. In fact, I don't think he's done any of Stoker laps. The order: Neil, Craig, Collinson, Cockers, Moss, Crompton, none. 20 seconds to go. So Neil is going to come round to start his last lap. Collinson looks closer here, so I'm not too sure what's happened. But here comes Neil, here comes Craig, and they are starting their last lap. 22.8 by Craig. Wow. And time is expiring. So it's a race to the finish for second place. It ain't going to happen for Craig Collinson. He's still racing, guys, yeah? Well done. So Neil takes the win and second place on the podium, and Craig Collinson.
B final 4-wheel drive.
Okay, so we are all up and counting. And as they come down the straightaway, still looks like Robbo out in front. Yep. Looks like, oh, Gemmo got a little bit tricky, and Ellis Stafford said Richard Gracias in there. And nipping into second. So, Paul, Ellis, Ben and Eugene. So here they come down the straightaway now. We'll see what sort of lap times they're doing as they come over now. But Paul looking super comfortable out in front. 24-1 last time round. Everybody else into the 25. The heat is got to the back. And to the drivers, yep. Everything's running out of water. And the commentator is a bit too now anyway, so I don't know my business. So the race is over the double really, because 25... Okay. Again. Really? If it's long enough to come up there, good luck to the bloke. So still Roberto in front, Stafford in second, both done 24.4s last time round. First lay Jack Neal, Eugene Galley. Here's the battle. These guys have definitely pulled away a little bit. So Paul just overlooked, looks like a good lap for both of them. 24.02 from Robbo and 24.03 from Ellis. Wow. Half lap. Ellis definitely looks closer here. Let's have a look as they come round. The gap last time round 1.28. It ain't 1.28 anymore. It's 0.8. 23.6 from Stafford. He's going to go home thinking, where have I been all day long? Still looks close over. 0.8 last time, it's 0.7 this time. And then he backs up his 23.64 with another 23.64. Really? Wow. And then backs it up with a 38 or whatever it's going to be. Yeah. Here comes Paul. To be very fair, Paul's just done a 23.7, backs it up with a 23.75, so, you know, if he deserves his lead, the only other guys that do is Pedley, Eugene, Sally, who's over? Oh, minute. Come on, have a minute, you can do it. What's going on? You know this is turned into animal mode. Yeah, here we go. Has he got the power to do it on the straight? Let's have a look. No, he hasn't. No. What motor Renault using? Anyone know? Hobby Wing versus Keating. Jesus, he's nothing else to say this one, though. Well, the ladder's come. There's a bit of a battle going on for second place between, looks like Phil. Oh, Phil Slade. Good job, Phil, from 7th into 3rd. Overtaking Eugene. 24-1 last time round for Phil. Time is expiring, guys. It's going to be now or never. And this is not going to get there. So, Robbo.
C final 4-wheel drive.
So you see final race, Mark Smith out front, Adam Parade in 2, Tommy in 3. Further down the straight for the first time. That was the time, that is Tommy out front. Laura Hickman in 2nd. So the leader there is Mark Smith. He's back in 8th, I think that is. So to the front. Now Laura has a mistake. Marshall Boycott. So that is a calm move with a massive heavy really at that 2. 3/4 of the strength, maybe all of it. Laura still in 2nd, so out of that position and Bray in 3rd. That's 6 to 5, so 21-55 there. And Brian in 4. So Palmu, making some final quarter section. Lift it up on 2 wheels and again. And that has reduced the lead. Just it on the race straight as well for exit. 2.2 last time through. Into the bomb hole. Goes a bit wide, catching the pipe. It's a bit nervous now. And the lead. 1.6, so 6 cents to good tomorrow. Just can't afford to take her eyes off the far behind her either. Sorry, Adam Perot. O'Brien, Fletcher, Mark Smith doing a recovery drive. And for that one mistake. Oh, 2 cars over. That is Smith and Fletcher. Oh, Perret, I'm going to say anything that was as well, so it might mean O'Brien up a state. Yeah, the club's over him. Touch the leader is Connor Mills. They're all up even close on this one. It was 2.1. And they were pretty much in the sweeper together. And we're 2 seconds up now, 1.7. that looks so far, looks so easy to push. Easy on the straight together, very much sweeter. And from the height to Laura. 34 together, that is O'Brien and Perry. The battle between Dick Jones and Mark Fletcher is further back as well. So leading 2 over the doubles into the mall. 4.3 is the lead for Kyle. Let's get it longer now. Kyle's bringing out the ball before there, so it's only about 2 point something. And you guys have got just under 2 minutes to go. 2.6, so let's have a look at now. That's the pace in the car. I thought it was at that time 23.9 from Kyle Moon, so I think it was a bit of a mistake to Laura. Kyle's best lap there, that stretched the gap. This is the C final, I'll be up next. And this is the leader. The 3 car, Kyle Moon. So 2.6 left on 3 with 1:30 to go. And it's gone up again then. Another second, 3.6. Sounds like our lead's gone over. Still don't need the last run up, but 3.6 for the good. Still looks about the same. And pretty shortly, Laura might have Adam Pro to worry about. 3.2, so pretty steady. Carlton with 25 flat, Laura 24.6. And then we get a 23.97 Adam Pro, so that's got some pace. Might be a little bit too late, 50 seconds on the clock. It's not going to catch Carl without mistakes, and he might catch Laura. So it's got the Barton car between first and second. Laura's jumping into the bomb all second time, seen that done. 3 games to get those to go. Confidence to be able to do that sort of thing. You need it into the long hole with 22 on the clock, so you're out on your final lap as you cross the strike. Laura the same. Adam Perry, 6 on his route, leads the marshal. You're going to get through with 10 seconds on the clock, but you are out of contention now for second. Final mistake. Car coming on the straight for the last time. No one to bother him in front. Need that test car. And no one's going to cover Laura. Going to take second in the C final. And the start I was just given before the start was the distance of plays.
Oh God. D final 4-wheel drive.
And we all way, D final. Young Ben Smith out front. He can get his head down. I think he's got the pace to pull away from this field. Showed excellent pace yesterday and again today. And he's got Lewis Jones for company. Wait for him to come round for full lap. And those two are edging away from the rest of the field, which is headed by Stephen Pearce. Out of the bomb hole and across the stripe. First full lap on the board. So the loser in that looks to have been Luke Holder's, dropped 2 places, but out front. Already got well over a straight lead, and this is Ben Smith getting his head down and going. Chris Neal up to 3rd, make that 2nd. Crash car in no man's land. Carnage behind him, so it is Smith, Neal, Kerry, top 3. Last time through, Ben Smith had a 3.7 second lead, 25 flat for Ben last time through. Still, the straight and the first corner is the gap. 1 minute 30 in, 3:30 to go. 25.2 for our leader. 3.76, so dead heat on lap times for first and second. Gap stays even. Looks like Ed Kerry still running 3rd. 4th is Harry Britton. The leader over the doubles in front of the rostrum. Oh, and he's upside down, so Trish Neal's going to close in on this lap. Not enough, I don't think, but took a positive thought in Trish's mind. He was 4.1 behind, so that's going to cut down to about 2 seconds. It's still almost a straight, and Trish had Ed Kerry to worry about. So this is Ben. Second and third on their own at the moment. Harry Britton's having a bit of a mistake going across those 2 bumps on the reverse straight. 3.1 the lead now, so didn't lose as much as we thought. So let's follow Ben. He's around the banking down the straight. Oh, change for second. Let's cut back to that. Ed Kerry now into second. Still in contention, and that's what it meant. Ed Kerry had a mistake. Trish back through. That's going to mean the gap at the front is definitely going to open up to 3.1. And it's 4.1. Further second and a half back to Ed Kerry. Stephen Pearce shown on the computer in 4. That is still the case. So Pearce and Britton down the straight together. But this is your leader. Cross the loop again. Just under 2 minutes left to run. 7 on the board. 4.1 last time through. 3.7. So Trish with his best lap. Take about half a second out of it. I've got to do that about another 6 or 7 times at least. And you have 1:30 to go. We're going to go make 4 laps in. Ben Smith, the green and white car, led from pole. And targeting taking the D final. And the gap up to 4.2. Ben Smith drops in at 23.9. So, kind of says anything you can do, I can do better. Takes out a big chunk out of Trish. And Trish is going to have Ed Kerry to worry about pretty soon. 24 flat for Ed Kerry last time through. Steve Pearson another 3 seconds back in 4th. So it's really second and third, I think, is where the battle might come. But they're a little bit far apart at the moment. Your leader at the end of the straight. The gap's come down because Trish is on the straight at the same time. 3.7 last time through. So this is your leader. Trish is just coming out of the bomb hole. And that 3.7 is now 2.8. 25.2 for Ben Smith. So you can't have any more of those. You have got 30 seconds, so this one and one more. I'm pretty sure top 3 are going to get through for that. We'll wait for the computer to call you. 20 seconds on the clock. Yeah, Ben's going to get through, no problem. I think Trish and Ed will get through. And I think everybody else is going to be done, but let the computer call you. So your top 3 on their final lap. 8 seconds on the clock. 3 seconds is the gap. Pretty certain. So those 3 going through the reverse straight, just be aware you're going to have the race leader with you. You might have a gap at the front, and Trish Neal has got Ed Kerry to worry about. So this is your winner. On the team final, well done Ben. Second and third across the line together. Gap at the end.
E final. 4-wheel drive.
Never gets away well. Oh, there's been a chew up on point 2. Next point, Tony Bishop was part of that. Oh, this is all changed around here. Ben being rated straight away to second spot. He's coming over the double now. He's thinking I can have this. Started 5th, but you know what? I can have first. So as we have the first lap underway, our lead car's coming down the straight now. So that was Edward. Edward's got a nice little lead. And that dog Joe's Cockill's down. Hopefully he hasn't hurt himself and hasn't damaged the flowers on his way. That dog's just had a little issue, but he's still in 3rd place. Looks like Nick Yerner was taking up the 2nd spot. That's just had another little whoopsie, and so if they go first, I can use that. So he leads car Edward. Edward's happy with himself. You know what? So he is coming over the line now. Before he tried it, on his lead, Nick Burnell. All his fans were cheering him on, and all he's done is let them down. I'd be really disappointed right now. All my friends are just like rubbish. And they start watching the car out front, look at the lead, they're like, no, that's great. I don't even know what happens to better. All his friends are happy about that. Class has got in at the end of the straight. That's Joel, I think. Joel's testing the plastic fencing. it's held out well. Over the line he comes. So our lead car, Edward, again proving that I can drive. Not losing stuff until we get a final club. I haven't really been steering yet. You see that steering. But anyway, so here he comes, over the line. Go Ed. And Matt Doyle in second place. Looks like he's got a nice gap behind him, so he can concentrate on catching up. Anyway, third place. Oh, Eddie Weston. They always stay that nice as being a little mixed up down at the double, and then Martin needed. So our lead of 2.89 seconds is good for the track. So we got Edward, Matthew, Andrew, Nick, Keith, Tony, Steve, Ben, Joel and Jen. 2 minutes 30 to go. Oh, and Nick's just driven into the wall and managed to take out Keith. Onto the face of the wall. Oh, then another crash. And the crowd is going away. There's a naked man laughing. A farmer giggling. That's how it was wrong, I'm sorry. It was all in his face. Anyway, over the line, our lead car has gone. It looks like there's a much smaller gap than before. So Matt Dodd is joining the fight for first. He's been working very hard to get up to this position. He's reduced it to a 1 second gap, so a few hours will engage once he gets below the 1 second gap. So that's only F1. So the battle is at the front and much around the middle of the pack. Well, Tony Bishop and Ben Pugh thinking I'm the best guy on That's it now. Wonderful. Anyway, the biggest thing right now is getting to the bomb hole. That's going to look for a clean pass. Oh, we had it! We got past in every loop. We do a slow motion replay. No, we don't have that facility. But what happened was, one guy went right, the other one went through, and they're still battling for it. So Matt's still flat out of the woods, he's thinking, ready to get going now. I've facing easy, I'm going to say it's that now. So you can see the drive off or the heavy. So you can see, so I'm going to go with this, you've got only a bit there. Here's the camera behind. Matt's experienced a bit of white piping that he's been avoiding all day, and it's rubbish. It was terrible. All my fans are watching. I'm so embarrassed. So, Edward's gaining a straight lead. He's just over a straight lead now. He's thinking, I've got 30 seconds to go here. Going to be alright. Keeps in third place, 4.5 seconds back. Matt has rolled over now. Team 10 ratings kind of gone crazy because Matt wants to beat Keith wants to beat Matt. 21 seconds to go. Keith had a crash. Tony's just had a crash. They're all crashing. But Edward's got a healthy lead. So he's keeping on his wheels. But Ben Hugh's taking down from third place now. He's looking hungry. He's taking a neck care rather than that. He's been doing for longer than him. And Ben Hugh. Look at me. Anyway, time is expired. Ben and Matt have finished. Now they should regain his third place. Oh, this good car covering, absolutely. So it looks like Edward is going to come over. He's feeling like he's done a great job today, and he has. Started first.
F final, 4-wheel drive.
And they're off. Immediately, Joe's driven into the pipe, which is not generally what you need to be doing. And the marshal just chucked him back onto his lid. He's like very embarrassed and ashamed of himself. So he Poulter, very happily, started second, went straight into first due to the non-starting jack. But thinking, I need to win this. Yesterday I think he won his race. Very confidently, very happily. He's just joining straight now. Let's see how the hustle is going. Is that what people say? I don't hear the terms yet. I think maybe a sayings book of what you say and what you don't say. I probably say the ones that you don't say. But car 4 has made his merry way up into second due to Joe's crazy start. That's better. That's good marshalling, sir. Marshal Ken has redeemed himself. Okay, back onto the straight. Dave Boulder zooms down, takes a right. It's absorbing the bumps, dropping into the bomb hole, swinging up, and he's going to go over the loop now. There's a small gap to second place, which is car 4 of Alex. Then you've got thank you. Thanks for Fletch. So, lead car number 1, not car number 1, car number 2, but sitting in number 1 is David Poulter, long-time racer, improving himself over the years. Hasn't been in switchback racing lately, but showing everyone why he's called Dave Poulter. He's a full-time goodo. He's Rottweiler, I don't know what that means. He's a good egg, Poulter, good egg. No one likes the bad egg, it's smelly and looks funny and probably gives you the running. I just talk about racing. Dave Poulter, coming over the loop right now. Zooming past me there. Bit of sand sprayed into my face. Second place, Alex. He's pretty strong there, but Tony Doka. He's been working his magic. He's up to third place. There's a car in no man's land. Easy one to heavy at knockers when you do it. Good work, guys. Oh, and he's crashed again. Car 1, Joe Cockhill just can't keep it together. His dad shouts at him, "Come on, Joe. Cross it out. I'm embarrassed." A joke is into second place. I've been notified. He's watching the back markers and saying random things. Right, so let's pick up your lead car. That's David. He's come down the straight. He's got more than a straight gap, but then we've got Tony Doka. Long-time racer, I think he's got 40 years service in the hobby. Maybe 50, I don't know how many he's been doing it. Don't tell me. He's made National A finals. He's had a track called the Hampshire Racing Centre, which is famous for its astronauts. I don't know what it's famous for, but it had a cool checkered line on little ski jump, and it had a cool little jumpy thing in the middle. It's good to see the pictures. I'm sure he'll tell you all about it. Joe's just practicing his skills on 2 wheels. Anyway, Tony's on the hunt for first place, but he's a little bit further back. He's currently 5 seconds back. His best that being a 25.1, Dave's a 24.8. With 1 minute 30 to go, there's still time. So your lead is David Poulter with 5-second lead. Then Isaac McFadden, James Dixon, Joseph Howson, Jamie Hill, Alex Cannon, Chris Dales and Joseph Cockhill. We'll pick up Dave, doing his thing that he does, being a good egg that he is. Come down the straight. Very happily says, "I've got this. Don't you guys worry. I know what I'm doing." Here I am, over the loop, looking confident. That's it, over the double. With Antonio Joker, comes to in front of me. 5.5 second gap, so he's dropped it a little bit. Dave goes up on 2 wheels, up to the corner, onto the straight. Come on up to Chris Dales to do a small kind of, "Hey, how you doing, mate? How's your car been today?" "Okay, fine, you're in the same race." You know, that kind of thing. But with 36 seconds to go, David, Tony, Isaac. Tony's just come over the line now. He's actually reduced that gap by 0.4 of a second to 5.1 seconds. But he's got Isaac very close with him. They're having a little battle at the moment by the look of it. So they're coming to the straight now. They've just changed places, so Tony's demoted himself to third, but he just completely wiped him out. What a terrible move, Tony. You should be ashamed. And he's through. He's led him through. He's been a good sportsman. Got all the experience to know when that was an illegal move. He was never going to make it, but he had to go anyway. So Joe Harrison has got a good chance of having this as well. He's not too far behind. So as they're all coming onto the straight now, you've got Isaac into second place. He's got a steady lead, but Joe's hungry, thinking, "I could out there, Doka. If I use more power, I might get past." Oh, but he crashed. Got too excited.
G final 4-wheel drive.
And they're off. There's a big crowd here for a special guy called Scott Wyman. Qualified very well today on the right side of the A final. He's in second place. We've got Martin Owen, the southwest lovely man that I know. Good cuddles. Anyway, he's led this very confidently so far, coming to the straight. but he just crashed it into the corner because I just mentioned he's good. But anyway, our very other-nosed friend, Craig Mayer, has taken the lead spot. He's very good friends of Martin, so I think there's a bit of a friendship rivalry going on. So anyway, battle for second place. George Coleman is a bit hungry. He's thinking, I don't care who you are. I'd like second place, thanks so much. Anyway, there's lots of crashing going on at the back of the pack. Craig Collington legged it out. So I don't know if I went past. Put himself, I like that colour scheme. Anyway, picking up the lead cars, coming up to the loop. We got 1, 2 and 3 very close together. Nice close gap for first place and second place. It's a big crash together. Tom Cockrell's sprung to action. High speed marshal in there. And get to the cars, so that promotes Martin Owen back up into first place. Feeling very happy with himself, thinking I'm not going to make the same mistakes I made last time. Craig in second, and we have George dropped down to third. Just had a kind of a spring out of the bomb hole just then. Anyway, they're coming over the doubles in front of Rostrum. Kind of small equal spacing, doing over the kick-up, sweeping it round into the, well, let's put the long S's, onto the straight. So they're all going to be on the straight together at the same time. We've got 3 minutes to go. We've got Martin, Craig, George, Michael, Nick, Luke, Andrew, Scott and Stuart. The 1 second gap between Craig and George. As we come over the line, Martin under a bit of pressure, but kind of holding his stuff together, not getting too shaky as he's doing it. Coming around the tight, kind of double left into a right. And so Craig's going for it now, and also is George. They're all hungry. They're all thinking, I haven't had dinner yet, but this will do. So George just did a really sweet move, going past Craig then. Craig left the door open. He's thinking, I'm not happy with that. I want to get back past, but I can't. Oh, but George gave a little love tap to Martin, lost a bit of pace there, and then Craig jumped past, but it's all gone on over there, I can't quite see. But Martin's still in the lead, that's the main thing for him. He's thinking, I'm doing this for the Southwest, but it looks like someone's taking someone else out. But then Craig chucked on his lid, now he's quick to Marshall, gets to him, and for that promote to car 7 of Nick Caro. There's a local following of Nick around here, being a Robinhood racer. So he's not, I'm thinking of McGurner. Sorry. Anyway, Martin, let's pick him up. Still in the lead. He's almost got a straight lead. Quite happy with that, but still at the same time he's thinking, God, if I hit something, then, you know, I ain't safe. The second place, car 8. George Coleman, he's very happy with himself. Started 8th place, made his way up to the second spot. Be happy if he managed to finish in second, but if he wins it, he'd be even more happy. There's quite a few of them now coming out. We got battle for 4th place. Craig dropped back a bit, he's sitting in 4th. Bit worried about what's going to happen. Nick's behind him. And there's Martin coming over the line now. Closely followed by George. But then we've got Mike Elliott. Snuck up there slowly. There's that little crash. I shouldn't have said his name then. He just went and stacked it. He's working, he's thinking, you know what, I could do this actually. Oh, Simon just crashed. Simon. Why?
After 4 minutes, 1,
Lead car,
8,
under
5,
pressure.
3,
By George. The George just had a little crash. Got roller pony, landed back in his wheels, got going.
10,
But Martin's just decided to go the wrong way down the track. Turn around. So now, the race is on. George is very happy with himself, promoting himself to first. Coming down the straight here. Martin's not too far behind. Then you've got Mike, then you've got Craig, and Nick. It's very close between Craig and Mike at the moment. Trying to keep it together, not hit pipes, avoid bumps. Keep it going around the direction you need to. Oh, little love tap from Craig there. It's very, very close. Lead car coming onto the straight any second now. George is driving very well, he's keeping all this stuff together. Starting 8th. Showing that even though you start 8th, you can still win these things. Martin's thinking, I've only dropped down 1 place, I'm doing alright. Then you got Mike, who's stuck in there, look at me, in 3rd. I was ruined it front. Oh, it's right, that was the end of the race. That's how much I was watching the time.
H final 4-wheel drive.
So away we are in the 8th final, and from 8th on the grid into the lead, well, was into the lead. Just have a look as they come round. Well, it's a noisy Yeah, so, Crawford out in front. Car 2, it was last time round a look, he's still out in front. Alex Springer, Lee Talbot, William Gallen. So, so still Paul out in front. Here it comes, car 2. Little bit of a misstep in that car, look. I don't understand why we all rev our engines when we when we're upside down. It doesn't actually do trouble, does it really? Most of us do it. I think it's the release of anger. Okay, while this race is going on, listen up everybody, I need the following people here at race control immediately please. It's going to be Harry Britton, James Wright, Joe Cockhill, Josh Holdsworth, Ben Smith, Tommy Hall.
Marshall!
While Lee Talbot takes over the lead from Alex Springer, I repeat, I need the following people. Harry Britton, James Wright, Joe Cockhill, Josh Holdsworth, Ben Smith and Tommy Hall immediately please at race control. I understand when you're racing James, but when you finish, straight to race control, or to where I am.
I final 4-wheel drive.
I'm back. Just over a couple of minutes to go. These edges, that's the wheels. Try a little. No pressures. So top 2, 4 and 1, there's the compressors. So Lee Hedges wins it.
J final 4-wheel drive.
Car 2 shits out.
One gets a good start, makes it out the first corner quite nicely. Oh, but Brian pops it up on the inside, but John fights for it. This is telling stuff. So, Brian fights for his second place again after popping into first briefly. They've had a pretty good start. Some people make a move for a little touch in the double. Marshall dances over, gets to it. Nicely done. Oh, but it's all for the lead now. There's a cluster of 4, going with the straight now. So, Brian Preddy sitting in the lead. Very happy. Car 3 of Ben Kirkin. Very confident in second. But under pressure. John. There's car 5 behind him. But Ben. And there's a 3 count and drives into the pipe. Right, so it's still all happening. So let's see who we've got. We've got a nice orange car coming around here, coming on to the straight. Let's see who that is. Car 5. He somehow Mark's got up to first place. Mark's probably a bit chuffed with himself right now. He's like, what's the chance of that? But John is starting from first place, back up to second, very happy. But then to fight for third coming through, there's a little tap there. Don't know what John made of that, but that was a little bit of a punch. I'd argue that was a bit naughty in that class of probably rated. Anyway, John's back into first. Let's talk about the fight. The John's taking the lead, dropping into the bomb hole. With Mark chasing behind. He's hungry. He's chased the first place now. He's like, I'd like to do this. But he's being patient. He's looking for gaps. John's trying to keep his head together. Not letting his legs shake too much. He's about to join his coming to straight, but looks like Mark's just had a crash. So Mark's now got some work to do. There's a whole straight length away, but we all know that means what, even a big gap, you can easily use it. So, goes back to Madeline, he's regained his starting position. Mark's probably still happy, started 5th, then up to 2nd. Looks like Teddy just wiped someone out, looks like a fellow teammate, and that's Richie Thorpe. No, it's not, that's Cash Khan. Oh, I got mixed up too, there's nothing like that. Oh, that's right. Right. So, first place, back to come around the loop now. Oh, looks like Cash has had a crash on the straight. Oh, Mark has had a crash going to the loop. So we've got Don going over the double. Mark working his way over. Preddy's hungry for the third, well, the second place, let's call it. But Jones has crashed. The lead car's crashed, but it's all up for grabs now. Mark, who was a whole straight behind, taking the lead. Also Preddy's in it. So 1, 2 and 3, all on the straight right now. So they have to make a right hand. Thinking Preddy's car, you know, he's got the edge on his side. He's really going for it, but we're going to see what happens. He's going to be thought, is he going to take them out to get past? He has got a full reputation for being a little bit dirty.
Well, you
We'll see what he can do. He'll get nice clean.
If I do, I apologise.
Right, they're all coming now, ready to go in the straight. Brian has got a little bit of a gap behind him, maybe because I was talking about him. But he's normally got more than enough race power, so he'll catch up with him on the straight. So they're just dropping into the bum hole now. John's getting closer and closer to Mark. Mark's getting crazy lines going on, just, lost the plate. But then just going to run into John in a hogging action, which I don't think the legal moves in effect. I think there's some form of takeout. But John's packed it in the bum hole, up to the ring, rejoining. It looks like Brian Preddy's taking up the lead. Coming to the straight now, very happy with himself. He had a poor start, got back, couple of takeouts. Happy with what he's just done, and he's got to go back up to the lead. He will come over the loop now. Then we've got Mark for the second place. Tries to be inside, even though he's going on behind him, he tries really good, but then he's got a bit of pressure, and I lose his head. So, on the straight, we'll be having Brian Preddy join us. Here he goes at that marker, but he's hopefully let Mark see when he gets there. Oh, he's good by hitting the straight a little bit, and he's possibly broken his car. And here's Brian coming through past the loop now, then Mark. John's got back a bit now, going to especially on his third base, but maybe he'll get hungry later on, but we've got 31 seconds to go, so I can't see much more happening from now.
That's right, my car's still got time to shut down.
So Brian,
There you go.
looking pretty good here. He's not going to make any errors, I'm sure.
You might get food for the extra lap. There's not room to get past that other car. Car 7. Looks like you're back masters with them kids, good lad. Going a bit earlier for the note. So Brian Preddy, very confidently displaying his skills behind the 2-6 in the turn. Taking it around down to the bottom hole, drops down, picks up, taps it around there, opposed to Cash, gets over the line.
Lee, you can all do it. Neil did it.
K final 4-wheel drive.
To do this. He still hasn't managed it so far today, but I'm sure he's still working on it. 2 more to go here. So race is off. Abel Owens leads them away with a small gap to second place. Bit of a hustle at the back, but Abe's come around to the street right now. 4th place has moved up. Sam Bradshaw. Possibly uses the extra spot, had a roll after the double. Cottage is running there, got a bit of dancing to avoid a car. Hopefully his feet are alright. He's a thumbs up, things are all good. Right, come over to the straight now. Car 4's got that, but we have a new leader. Who is this? This is car 7. Car 7 is Craig Gibson. So Craig's gonna probably get the shakes on right now, thinking, car 7? So car 4 comes through. So we give you the little readout as they all come over the line. They're all battling to get over the loop here. They've all gone through. So we've got Craig, Sam, Nick, Chris, Abe, Ian, Archie and Chris. So we're coming down the straight now. It's going to have an equal gap amongst all of them. You got a top field. Okay, something's happened to car 7. LiPo jumps, don't they? But disaster strike for them. So car 4 takes it up. That's Sam Bradshaw. So Sam and Nick Child. Oh, but Sam's just had a bit of an issue if he kept it in front. So he's now got Nick all over his rear bumper. But Nick comes through, so don't know what's happened to Sam. He's just had a roll. So Nick's got a nice, let's call it a straight lead. I'd argue that is a straight lead. And Abe, starting first, had a disaster of a start, is feeling hungry for, I want my first place back, thanks so much. And he's just got a roll, but you know, will he have the pace to catch up? We'll find out. We've got 3 minutes 15 to go. Third place of Sam just come through. Then we've got Chris. Then we've got Archie, then Chris James and Ian Parker. So let's pick up the lead car. That's car 8. Just coming going down into the bottom hole. Just a little corner. Going to drop off, put a bit of sand, a bit of a drift around. He's got a healthy lead at the moment from Abe. Abe just needs to keep it going. Maybe he can catch up. So he's just come over the loop. They have a gap of 5 seconds, so still if Abe can work hard and catch up. But Nick's looking pretty confident. He's going the straight now. This very detailed green car. It's got many shades of green on it. You can't see it, but up close, there's a lot of detail on this stuff. So he's now battling. He's dropped down to 3rd place. Sam's, just had a, did he have to wait? Oh, he's waited, but I didn't quite catch that bit. He's a gentleman, Abe. If you've ever met Abe, he's one of the kindest young men that I've ever met. That sounds a bit wrong, I think he's clever as say things. But he's a good lad. Good lad. He likes the Xbox. He keeps telling me it's much better than a PlayStation. Other brands are available. So, the lead car, Nick Child, just coming over the loop now in front of me in his highly dressed up green Schumacher cap. In the second place, we've got Sam Bradshaw. He's quite a way back from Nick. Going to pop up on the computer now. Got a 12-second gap, so you could argue that Nick can breathe easy. But Abe's still hungry. He's hungry for his second place. He's thinking, first might be a bit far away. I've got a minute and a half. I've just had a crash by the flower pot, but I can do this. But equally, there's always got a big gap between each other. But at the back is where it's happening. There's a cluster of cars, maybe 2. Gonna not really doing that. And we've got a crash, no man's land. My man just had to run about 50 metres, got there, so that's fine. So all the action's happening at the back of the pack. Nick's coming through the back markers at the moment. Hopefully that car will be important. Trying to give him some room. But disaster.
After 4 minutes, 6.
Right, we've got 1 minute to go. You've got Nick, Sam, Abe, Chris Over, Ian Parker, Archie and Chris. 2 cars around, so this one's got Craig Gibson and Roger Mills and Mark Granger. So he's coming over the line now. He's in third place. Nick's coming around to kind of cement his first place slowly because he's got quite a gap behind him. So he's just rolled over. I think a bit of pressure there. He's jumped off the track and we should stop talking about him. You see him go around the little loop before coming into the straight. Here he is now. Forcing his car very well. Actually, his pace. The second pace is 17 seconds behind him and aids a further 21. So they're a nice healthy gap for Nick at the moment. So with 2 seconds to go, I think when they come in now, they'll be finished their run.
8 finished.
See, Luke Carr comes down the straight now. You see him here, taking his right. You're going to be seeing Luke Carr right now. Dominated the K final. All the way from 6th place by the look of it.
10 finished.
Didn't have to get marked once. There he was, across the line. Big lead.